DJI Technology Company, Limited in full, more popularly known as its trade name DJI, which stands for Dijang Innovations, is a Chinese technology company headquartered in Shenzhen, backed by several state-owned entities. DJI manufactures commercial unmanned aerial vehicles, drones, for aerial photography and videography. It also designs and manufactures camera gimbals, action cameras, camera stabilizers, flight platforms, propulsion systems and flight control systems. DJI accounts for around 76% of the world's consumer drone market as of March 2021. Its camera drone technology is widely used in the music, television and film industries. The company's products have also been used by militaries and police forces, as well as terrorist groups, with the company taking steps to limit access to the latter. U.S. government institutions have prohibited the internal use of DJI products, but as of 2020, various agencies at the local and federal level continue to use DJI products. In December 2021, the United States Department of the Treasury prohibited investment in DJI by U.S. individuals and entities, accusing the company of complicity in aiding the Uyghur genocide. The company was founded in 2006 by Frank Wang. Born in Hangzhou, Zhejiang, he enrolled as a college student in the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology in 2003. He was part of the HUS team participating in Abu Robicon and won third prize. Wang built the first prototypes of DJI's projects in his dorm room, selling their flight control components to universities and Chinese electric companies. He used the proceeds to move to the industrial hub of Shenzhen and hired a small staff in 2006. The company struggled at first with a high degree of churn among employees attributed to Wang's abrasive personality and perfectionist expectations. The company sold a modest number of components during this period, relying on financial support from Wang's family friend, Ludi, who provided $90,000 and managed the company's finances. In 2009, DJI's components enabled a team to successfully pilot a drone around the peak of Mount Everest. In 2010, Wang hired a high school friend, Swift Chiajia, to run the company's marketing. DJI began to cater more to drone hobbyists in markets outside of China. In 2011, Wang met Colin Gwynn at a trade show, and the two of them founded DJI North America, a subsidiary company focusing on mass-market drone sales. In 2013, DJI released the first model of the Phantom drone, an entry-level drone which was more user-friendly than other drones on the market at the time. The Phantom was commercially successful but led to conflict between Gwynn and Wang. Midway through the year, Wang made an offer to buy out Gwynn, which was refused. By the end of the year, DJI had locked employees of the North American subsidiary out of their email accounts, in the process shutting down the subsidiary's operations. Gwynn sued DJI, with the case being settled out of court. In 2015, DJI eclipsed the success of the Phantom with the Phantom 3, whose even greater popularity was in part due to the addition of a built-in live streaming camera. DJI was now the largest consumer drone company in the world, driving many of its competitors out of the market. 2015 also marked the beginning of DJI's RoboMaster robotics competition, an annual international collegiate robot combat tournament held at the Shenzhen Bay Sports Center. In November 2015, DJI announced the establishment of a strategic partnership with Hasselblad. In January 2019, DJI acquired a majority stake in Hasselblad. In 2017, DJI won a Technology and Engineering Emmy Award for its camera drone technology, which was used in the filming of various television shows including The Amazing Race, American Ninja Warrior, Better Call Saul and Game of Thrones. That same year, Wang became Asia's youngest tech billionaire and world's first drone billionaire. Also in 2017, signed a strategic cooperation agreement to provide surveillance drones for use by the Chinese police in Xinjiang. On June 5, 2018, police body cam and taser maker Asing announced a partnership with DJI to sell surveillance drones to U.S. police departments. As of 2020, DJI products are also widely used by U.S. police and fire departments. On January 21, 2019, DJI announced that an internal probe had uncovered extensive fraud by some employees, inflated the costs of parts and materials for certain products for personal financial gain. DJI estimated the cost of the fraud at up to CNY 1,147 million, but maintained that the company did not incur a full-year loss in 2018. In January 2020, the United States Department of the Interior announced that it would be grounding around 800 drones which it had been using for wildlife conservation and infrastructure monitoring purposes. By March 2020, DJI retained 77% of the U.S. market share for consumer drones, with no other company holding more than 4%. In 2020, DJI drones are being used by many countries around the world to combat the coronavirus. In China, DJI drones are used by the police force to remind people to wear masks. In other countries, such as Morocco and Saudi Arabia, their drones are used to disinfect urban areas and monitor human temperatures in order to contain the spread of coronavirus. In 2018, DJI raised roughly $1 billion in funds in preparation for an envisioned IPO at the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. As of July 2020, these rumors persisted with no indication that an IPO is forthcoming. The company had previously raised $500 million in a 2015 funding round from investors including state-owned New China Life Insurance, DJI, and New Horizon Capital, the latter being co-founded by the son of China's former Premier Minister Wen Jiabao. DJI has also received investment from Shanghai venture capital company, Zdekunity Capital, owned by the State Development and Investment Corporation, and the China Chengtong Holdings Group, owned by the state-owned Assets Supervision and Administration Commission of the State Council. DJI counts roughly 14,000 employees and has 17 offices internationally. The company is known for having a very difficult hiring process, as well as an extremely competitive internal culture, where teams are often pitted against each other to design better product. DJI's factories in Xinjiang include highly sophisticated automated assembly lines. Many of the components for these assembly lines are built in-house.